Hello and welcome to episode 1 of a new series to the channel. We're here today with the new game, F1 Manager. You've seen F1 on the channel in the past. You've seen Football Manager constantly on the channel. So we're going to bring them together and we're going to play F1 Manager. If you're looking forward to this, let me know by hitting like down below. Leave a comment what you think we should be looking to achieve. And let me know if you're looking forward to this content. Let me know if you want to see more of it, because if you do, then obviously I'll keep it going. So nice little intro to the game there, and we are now in a position where we can start to decide what team we're going to go for. My initial
Alpine was a
plan
new name
was going to be Alpine, partly because we've all seen the drama that's been going on over Oscar Piastri. My only concern here is their objective for the season is 4th. Is that starting a little bit high up? For me, it's either them, Haas, Alfa Romeo, or Aston Martin. I feel like a lot of people will be doing Williams straight away. Haas, again, I feel like a lot of people are going to do that. So our initial plan, we are going to go with Alpine. The two reasons for this. One, I was between either Alpine or Aston Martin because I feel like a lot of people are going to do Haas and Williams. The main reason I'm going for Alpine here is, first of all, it's hilarious what is happening with them in real life, with the whole Piastri and Alonso thing. I'd like to have a go. Maybe we let Alonso go like they are in real life. I know it wasn't really their choice. Maybe we don't go for Piastri like they won't in real life, as it seems to be the case at the moment. And maybe we have to find our own new driver pairing. Maybe we'll stick with Ocon. We'll have to wait and see. And the other reason I've done this, they're kind of a nice balance for me. They're not expected to be at the back. And maybe it means get a bit of experience under our belts with Alpine. If you guys really enjoy it and I'm really enjoying it, then maybe then after a season or two, we can go with Aston Martin and try it from that perspective instead. So at the moment, we're predicted to be the 5th best team on the grid, the 4th best in driver performance, 4th best for staff performance, and the 8th in headquarters quality. So that's something straight away that you can kind of pick out as that's something that needs to be improved. As you see, Alonso and Ocon, reserve is Piastri. Let me know in the comments as well, do you want me to keep Piastri? Do you want me to keep Alonso, or at least try to keep them? To have a bit of a what could have been for Alpine? That is one hell of a catchy phrase. That wasn't even intentional. So as you can see, the first entry was 1977. Headquarters are in Enstone in the UK. Last year they finished in 5th in the Constructors Championship, 10th in the Drivers Championship. And they've of course won 2 of each, which was, I believe, both were Alonso back in the day. They were, yeah. Look at me and my F1 knowledge. That was kind of, I watched it a bit when I was younger, and then I've got back into it in the last few years. So let's see what we can do. We are, of course, Andrew Page. We will have the first time guidance on this time, because I believe it is similar to Motorsport Manager, but I would like to have a bit of help with it as we go along. So I won't be making you sit through all of the boring stuff like the introduction. So it looks like we have got some pre-season testing coming up this week, and then next week we have the first race. So I don't know how much of this people will have seen, won't have seen, but as you can see, you get to go in and like look at what you want to install on the cars. I don't think we can really do anything at the moment. Maybe we can in here. So we can either design a new car park or manufacture copies for an existing car park. I do like the idea of us designing a new car park, but I'm not entirely sure where we are struggling in comparison. It looks like, so medium speed corners are going to be crucial for the next track. So I'm thinking maybe we could look at, if we were to improve our underfloor, that does seem to be
testing is
something that would work quite well. So we can get these in place for a while for April. For us to do that, let's have a quick look. If we were to go ahead with that, it's not going to be in place until like Imola. So with that in mind, maybe that's not something that you want to be looking at. Maybe you can have a look at, so you could go here and you can see what's going to be important for Imola. So that's good. You can look at what is important at different tracks and then think, okay, well, that I do like that. So what we are going to do then, we are going to go ahead and design a new underfloor. I think that will be quite important for that race. And then we can adjust what we want in each area. So I would like us to improve our medium speed a bit more. And so this would be ready for May. So if we knock those back, we can get it to... So even then, it's going to be May before this is ready. So if we had 2 engineers rushing it, we're going to try this. This is very much me
nice work. Continue.
Looking around the game and just seeing what we can figure out. So we're going to try that. See if we can get it in place for the Imola Grand Prix. As you can see with our drivers, we've kind of got 2 very even top drivers, and then we've got Piastri behind. Him and Alonso are on 10-month contracts, while Ocon is on 3 years. So we're probably going to be sticking with Ocon for at least a year or 2. And then Alonso and Piastri, we would probably need to make a decision between them. Ideally, I'm probably looking at Piastri over Alonso, but of course, let me know what you think down below. And I think what we'll do is we'll go and have a little look and see what we can do, if there is anything we can do in pre-season testing, or if we've just got a Grand Prix. So we do also get little things that, similar to what you got on the F1 games. So we've had an idea for a season kickoff party to bring everyone together to celebrate the team. We'll need a budget approval if we want to go ahead with it. It's a bit ridiculous. It's going to cost you 10 grand for a party, but you know what? We're gonna approve it because
I reckon that's a good decision.
There we go.
Keep the team. Now that's dealt with.
She thinks it's a good choice. So we've made a good decision there. We're going to let them have their party. And that way, hopefully going into the first race, they'll be nice and happy and ready to get performance out of the car. So we don't get to do any pre-season testing. So I think we will actually include the Bahrain Grand Prix in the first episode, because you know what? We can fit it in. We've not been going too long. So at the moment, top speed, we're ranked 11th. Which is weird because there's 10 cars on the grid. But, this is because it's just for Alonso, so that makes sense, actually. And then we've also got the race prep, so we've got a bit of circuit info, performance targets, and car builds. Circuit info, we've got 57 laps. There's not a lot of stuff on there. We're expecting it to be dry races. Not expecting any problems there. Historic safety car chance is 100%, and the pit lane time loss is 25 seconds. So performance targets, review targets. So what we get here is we've expected to reach Q3, and then we can also say we're going to qualify
okay.
8th. And we can push that around to get potential reward or potential loss. So I like that. We're not going to do it, but it's nice to have there. Race, we can promise to get fastest lap. We're not going to do that because we're Alpine, but in the race we do want to finish at least 8th. Hot streak challenges, so qualifying position streak. Qualified 10th or higher for 3 races in a row, so that's not something we can do at the moment. And then we can also do the same for the finish, which again, we're not going to touch these at the minute because I don't want to rock the boat. We're going to stick with just those. We've got all our drivers, that's fine. I think we are ready to head to the Grand Prix. As it turns out, this is something that I don't like. We've got to simulate to qualify, and we're not allowed to do practice in the first race. I don't know why that is. I think that's a bit of a weird decision to be made in the game.
Welcome back to what is proving to be an exciting weekend of Formula One action, with practice having finished and qualifying set to follow. For those teams who made the most of free practice, they'll be heading into qualifying full of confidence, knowing that they can carry today's momentum into the upcoming session. Does practice make perfect? Well, for one standout driver, it will make for pole. So here we are, ready to resume.
So in practice 3, we can see we were 10th and 12th. So decent results for us there. We're going to stick with what they've got here. Obviously, we're going with the soft tyres. We've got 4 sets unused at the moment. So Q1, Q2 and Q3, that works out to about probably use 2 sets of softs in Q1, a used set and a new set in Q2, a used set and a new set in Q3, I would imagine. And yeah, the run plan will be to do that. So we're going to send Alonso out for his first lap. And there he is. We can get a few different cameras as well, which is quite nice. I think we'll leave it on this one for the time being. We'll let him get a bit of space first before we send Ocon out as well. So as we go into Alonso's lap, we've put our ERS on, we've done attack, and we have gone to push to try and get the most out of the car now. It's very, very good graphics on this game, I will say, straight off the bat. They have got this looking very good. And now we're hopefully going to see Alonso set a good banker time. As you can see, there's only 3 cars out on the track at the moment, and he's going to throw it into this final corner now. Keeps it under control, down the straight, and gets it over the line with a 132. We're going to start turning to harvest and conserve now.
Recharge on, please. Recharge on.
And this is where he's going to be coming in. We'll see momentarily Ocon coming out. And here we've got Ocon on his out lap, as we can see in the top left. Alonso now dropped down to second. Magnussen's gone quicker. We're going to go on to 2 times speed just to watch him fly around this lap. And that's unfortunate. Get out his way. My guy. That might have seriously messed up Ocon's time there. We might just get him to push for a second lap though. Alonso getting ready for a push lap. This is on a used set of tyres, but hopefully we'll see him move up the leaderboard a bit. He's coming to the end of sector 1 here and does go yellow. That's not ideal. Round the final bend. He's going to cross the line. Does go green, however, does not improve his time. Just so that you can see the reconfigure section. So what we can do, you get to fine tune this a lot more because we're in Parc Ferme now. There's very little we can do about this. So we are at the point of sending Alonso back out, but Ocon is coming down the straight now. If we look at the map, please don't get caught up in this traffic. We've got 2 Red Bulls on his inside. He's managed to get past one of them. And now hopefully, whichever one this is, just stays out his way so that he can get a proper run at a lap. He does thankfully stay out his way. Ocon into the final corner. Needs a very good lap here to make sure he's safe. Maybe we sent him out a little bit early. What can he do? He puts it up into 8th place. That should be enough in my book. Here he comes round the final corner. The session is over. Alonso crosses the line and moves himself up to 6th place. And you join us here in the dying moments of Q2. As you can see, we are struggling at the moment. Can Alonso pull it out the bag though? Alonso crosses the line and does not move. We are out in Q2. So I think what we'll do, Alonso we know is strong.
Strategy A.
So we're going to put Alonso on strategy A and go a bit aggressive. Ocon, we're going to go with a B or C. We wouldn't be losing any estimated race time, so we're actually going to go with strategy C just to try and And we can adjust that on the fly if we need to, because we can just hold off on the last pit stop a little bit longer.
And this is it, the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Now this is the point where we go, well, I don't really know what we should be looking to include, because it's first time playing F1 Manager. I don't know what you do and don't want to see as we go through the races. That will come with time, I'm sure. We'll definitely watch the first lap, see how things progress, and then we'll probably drop into the map view and just keep an eye on things as we go along. Not much in the way of movement early on for Alonso here. Would have liked to have seen him get at least one place, although it looks like he might have a little go at Tsunoda into turn 8 and 9. Oh, a lovely move up the inside from Alonso. Oh, delightful.
Nice one, mate.
A very nice one. And he's thinking about going after Ricciardo as well. Is he going to get Ricciardo in the same straight?
That's a good overtake
Oh.
from Alpine.
Oh, phenomenal. What a start to the race it's been for Alonso. After initially it didn't look like a good start, he then came out and turned that around. And he's going down the straight now after Zhou and Norris, who look to be in a battle between themselves. Can he take advantage of this? Into turn 1. Oh, he can't. He looked like he had a little think about it, but there wasn't anything going. DRS is enabled and Alonso is going straight in on... Oh, what's gone on here?
Take a look now.
This is how Alonso's got this
There
close.
we have Joe. They're
Oh,
offside.
there was nearly contact there. Can Alonso make it stick into turn 1 as a result of that? He's going in with a late dive, but can't quite get him at the moment. Will he get him on the outturn? He's got DRS open, but so is Zhou on... Oh, and it's pulled away. Needs a good exit here, Ocon. He's going for it on Ricciardo. Easy as you like. Absolutely no problem. Oh, what's happened here?
Let's see what happened there.
Ocon seems to have lost 2 places.
Looks like Ocon.
So Ocon comes flying past Tsunoda. And then Ricciardo gets him as well. Alonso finally getting past Norris as he's slipped out of DRS range. And through he goes. Oh, he's dropped back down. We've got Alonso and Norris again battling into turn 4. No, that's the final corner, sorry. And Alonso coming out on top. He's got the DRS as well to pull away. We are about to pit Ocon. He's coming down. Oh, he's just had Ricciardo take him as well. And we are going to be pitting Alonso as well. We're going to go to the mediums as planned. Here comes Alonso. We've got an overtake from Alonso on Zhou. He nearly takes out the Ferrari as well. And then a lovely overtake round the outside. That's phenomenal, but he did nearly catch a Ferrari on his way in. Into the pit stop he comes.
Ricciardo in the pits now.
Oh, a little bit unlucky for Ocon there. He's going to be following Ricciardo out the pits. We've got Alonso in. Looks like it's a good stop. Can he come out ahead of Zhou? We've managed to skip ahead of Zhou in the pit stops. But Norris and Gasly are just ahead. So I think we have benefited from it a little bit, and we are going to go aggressive as we come out. Alonso here right on the back of Magnussen for 10th place for a point. Ocon is just behind this group, so he can very much... Let's tell him to attack, see if he can get involved in that battle. And here we have it. Alonso on the inside of Magnussen, who's on the hard tyres. And as they battle through this section, eventually he manages to take the position. And a big cheer from our garage. I'm not going to keep coming back to you because we've gone back past and he's gone back past as well. It's lap by lap battles. Alonso's gone back past him again. Let's get on board for this. And this time, can he make it stick? He's battling side by side with Magnussen and loses the space again. Alonso is going to be having another go at Magnussen here, is he? He certainly is. Can he get him? He can. He goes back past him again. We're going to let him push and hope that down the next straight he can keep Magnussen far enough behind. Let's have a look at the intervals. He hasn't managed to keep it over a second. Can he keep it going into the corner? Again, not able to do so. Into the next DRS straight. However, Magnussen might be getting DRS off the man in front of him, Gasly. He is, but Alonso's going to go for it anyway. And he is going around the outside. Oh, he's forced to back out. And it's took a while, but now Ocon has managed to get up the side of Daniel Ricciardo and take position. You can see just ahead. Alonso's dropped back a bit now. We do have Ocon in the pits now. And then Alonso is going to be coming in the following lap. And Alonso has gone past Gasly. Oh, that's a very tight overtake. And he's managed to make it stick. Where is that putting us now? We're in 9th and 11th. What are we getting here? Oh no, Ocon's locked up. We are at a big moment here because, as you can see here, Fernando Alonso is in 8th place. He's managed to put himself in a fantastic position. However, can he defend from Norris here? He can't quite. But they're going to keep battling. And hopefully, at the very least, Alonso can hold on for points. And it looks like Alonso has managed to pull away from Norris. ERS battery is now drained. That's fine. He's actually quite close to George Russell ahead of him. And Ocon is battling here. We're going to deploy the overtake and try and get a gap there for him. And that pays off for us as we see Ocon get past Joe and back up into the points. We are on the final lap here, but we have got Lando Norris right behind Fernando Alonso. Can he hold him off for one final push? He can't. Can he get him down the final straight? I think it's going to be 9th and 10th for Alpine. We pushed a little bit too much at the end. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Have we got one more lap?
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
I thought the race was over.
Tyre condition is getting quite
Leave us alone. Can he survive
Cross the line first.
one last time? Perez is the winner of the race. But Alonso is struggling massively on these tyres. Has he got enough down this final straight? We've got him on attack, push and overtake. He just might have it in him. We've got Ocon just behind as well, who's got an Alfa Romeo right on his back.
Overtake now, please. Press and hold overtake
Can we
now.
survive for a double points finish in 8th and 10th? Alonso just has to hold off Norris for one more corner. And it looks like he's going to do it as long as there's no mistakes into the final corner. You can see the back end fighting it there. But across the line, Alonso goes for 8th place on the opening day. And Ocon in 10th. Fantastic race from Alonso there. Perez picks up the win. Verstappen joins him on the podium with Leclerc as well. Sainz from pole down to 4th. Bottas moving up and finishing above the two Mercedes. Alonso gaining 6 places. Ocon gaining 5. very good weekend for us. Well, very good race day for us, I should say. Gasly and Magnussen and Yuki Tsunoda struggling. Vettel, despite a spin early on, does manage to get back past Latifi, which is a bit of a running joke at this point. If we look at lap history, you can see the tyres started to fall off towards the end, but we managed to get Alonso over the line. Ocon, the tyres didn't really fall off at the end. It was a solid race from Ocon. Never really... I think Alonso, we just pushed a little bit too much towards the end. And a very quick early look at the Driver and Constructors Championships. You can see Perez, Verstappen, Leclerc. Of course, they're top. It was actually Leclerc that got fastest lap today. And Constructors Championship, we sit ourselves in 5th place with McLaren just behind us thanks to Norris's points. But 2 points finishes for Alpine on the opening race. We can't be unhappy with that. We've got some stuff in our inbox here just before we finish up. So we've started working on manufacturing a project prior to you joining the team. The project is now complete. We've got a new suspension part. Very nice, very nice. The way this video's gone, I'm new to making F1 manager content, as everyone is, to be fair. But I don't know how this is going to come out. It's an hour-long recording. I will do my best to not make sure that it's not being an hour-long video for you. Of course, it won't be. But I'll make it as interesting but short as possible because we don't want it to be too long. 15 minutes at tops is my ideal. It may be a little longer for this video for the first episode because we had a bit of the intro first. Of course, going forward, we will just be jumping straight into races. I'll probably just show you a little bit about where we finished in each practice session, and then we'll jump almost straight into qualifying very quickly into the video. And then again, qualifying, I'll probably cut down to just showing you what's going on towards the end and just I'll try and just catch anything major. If there's anything like red flags in qualifying, I'll try and catch those for you. But other than that, we won't be showing like all of qualifying. I probably haven't shown all of Q1 in today's video because, as I say, I was kind of recording it and then in the edit we'll see what comes out of it. But if you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think can be improved about the videos, because as I say, it's my first time making this video games content, so let me know if there's something that can be better. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe for more F1 Manager and Football Manager content, and thank you very much for watching.